Hi guys, today I'm going to be doing a spread in my So Much Crafting inserts, and I want to do something a little different than what I normally do in the Erin Condren vertical. So what I'm going to do is something I've been kind of contemplating doing for a while, and I'm going to do a spread in here to see if it's something that I'd want to do in a second planner or continue doing in these inserts, but I'm going to do a kind of health and fitness spread, so to speak, something to kind of help me keep better track of my meals, my workouts, because it's something that's always been really important to me, but lately it's been really hard for me to just stick to meals that are good for me and get my workouts in. And you know, I want to get back on to meal planning and all that kind of fun stuff. So I thought I would do a spread that was dedicated just to my health and fitness kind of stuff, and then maybe putting in my YouTube stuff too, which I know sounds crazy, but it would kind of be like my hobbies are like food, working out, and YouTube. So to be able to have a planner where I can just go into more detail about like what I'm doing each day for each of those things, you know, I'm gonna try it out. We're gonna see. So, alright, so I'm going to start out by showing you how I meal plan. And after I kind of explain what I do, I'm going to go ahead and fast forward through this part and get into planning the spread. So, of course, in order to plan my meals out, I need to meal plan. So I like to break it down into 5 sections. My breakfast, my AM snack, lunch, PM snack, and dinner. And this week I know I'm going to be out of town Saturday and Sunday, so I want to make sure I don't buy too much food. And that's something to consider, you know, if you have plans with other people, if you know you're not going to be in town, if you know you're not going to have time to cook something that night, because one of the easiest ways to waste money with food is to buy too much of it, especially stuff like produce that you end up having to throw away or you forget about sometimes if you're having a really crazy week. I know I've bought something before and then totally forgotten it was in the fridge and had to throw away something that would have been perfectly good or I could have frozen. So, you know, consider what kind of week you're going to be having. So for breakfast over here, I need to do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday of breakfasts. And a lot of times I'll pick for different meals, I'll pick just 2 or maybe 3 different meals that I want to be like eating throughout the week, and I'll alternate days, that kind of thing. So for breakfast, I'm going to do, I have these protein muffins, and I might say times 2, so that's like 2 days. So I'll write in the meal that I want and then how many times during the week. That way when I go to buy stuff at the grocery store, I know, you know, I can write down like in my ingredients list how much of something I'm going to need for how many servings. So I'm going to just go through here and write down my meals, and then I'll be back. So I went through and listed out all of my meals and snacks, and for some of these like dinner, depending on when I leave to go out of town. I may or may not have dinner on Thursday night, in which case that would actually only be 3 over here for taco salad. But I want to, you know, I have everything listed out, and something like over here where I don't have an exact number like the Energy Bite things, I might just make the full recipe and then take a container of them with me out of town. That way I have a healthy snack to eat during the weekend, since I won't have my normal pantry available to me. So I'm just going to keep this off to the side. That way when I go to fill in my spread, I will have all of this already written out. I won't have to think about it, and it'll be okay. So I'm going to go ahead and bring the So Much Crafting insert pages back out and get started on my spread. Alright, so I have the week here in front of me, and I want to add some washi tape to the bottom. And since I'm going to kind of be doing a little bit of a rainbow spread this week, I'm going to be using this rainbow washi tape that I have. I believe I got this at Walmart, I think. I'm not entirely sure. It was one of like the first washi tapes I ever got, before I even got into planning fully. I bought this because I thought it was really pretty. I was like walking, it was in some display in the aisle on Walmart. And I think I'm going to go in and do something else on the bottom. I have this gold washi tape that might be pretty. Yeah, I think I'm going to do this. Alright, so now that I've gone ahead and put the washi down, I want to do my headers. I've gone ahead and pulled out a variety of my Scribble Prints Co. rainbow stuff, and I have the Andrea's Favorites headers that I'm going to try to make work for this, and the I was going to pull out my Vlogger Favorites, but I was accidentally sent the Blogger Favorites instead, so I can't use those, but I'm going to make it work with this. So I am going to do, I think I'm going to do today at the top, and that'll be my food, and then do to do here, and that'll be my workouts, and then do little things down here, and that'll be anything for YouTube. So I think that makes sense, and I might pull in some of the other things. I guess I only need one sheet of these if I'm going to do rainbow. So I'm going to do like red, orange, yellow, green. Maybe I'll do like the pink in here too. Maybe I'll do like pink, red. Let's do that. So I was going to do little things. And then I'm going to show you just how I'm going to build the day, and then I'll go ahead and do everything else all at once. I'm going to take one of these headers. I think, yeah, this is the right color. There's more colors of the headers than there are of anything else. And do that like that. And then I'm gonna come over here, and I actually have used the hot pink 3-heart checklist, so I am going to use this pink one. And put that there. And then I'm gonna come over here with a half box. And put that down there to do like a PM challenge to write in that box, and then have my workouts written in there. And then for little things, this will be for YouTube related stuff. So I'm also going to come over here with a heart checklist. Lay this down. Alright, so there's my first day, and I really like how that looks, so I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of the week, and I will kind of speed through this, and then I will be back to fill it out with you guys. Okay, now that I have everything down there, I do want to go in really quickly with maybe a weekend banner down here, and I think, I think I'll pick this blue one, or maybe I'll do like the blue purple one. And I'm going to put this down here. Like that. And I'm going to get out my asterisks before I do anything else. That way I can bullet point. Sorry if my camera just cut out. I was just saying I pulled out my asterisks and I'm bullet pointing two things under the little things for YouTube section. So there's that. And then now I'm going to go in and write out what I need to write out. And I'm just pulling up my Tone It Up weekly schedule. I do Tone It Up workouts and they post a weekly schedule every Sunday, so I'm just pulling that up so I can fill it in. And do this here. I'm excited to see how these write on. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and add in workouts. It's rare that there's more than 3. And continue going on. I really like how this writes. I'm using my Stettler black pen, but it writes really, really well. Like on this paper. It's really nice. I'm so used to writing on stickers. It's really nice to write on paper. Okay. Alright, so now that I've gone ahead and filled out my workouts and some of the PM challenges that they've suggested for the week, I'm going to go in and fill out my meals for Monday through Friday. So I'm just going to go down in order and leave the last one blank. Sometimes I'll have like a snack after dinner, but I don't plan for that. So so I've gone ahead and filled out my food for the week, and on Friday I am going to be having lunch with my mom and dinner with my family, and I already know what we're going to be eating, so I filled that out. Next, I'm going to go through and add what I want to do for YouTube each day, and then I will be back. Alright guys, so this is the finished spread, and this is something very different than what I would normally do in my Erin Condren vertical, but I really like this. I really like how simple it is. I really like the colors. I like that it's functional. It's like really nice. So I'm thinking I might continue to do something like this, obviously using different stickers, different checklists. I know Vintage Gypsy Road just came out with a whole bunch of solid colored half boxes and that kind of stuff, and I know she's coming out with more functional stickers, so I'm excited to try stuff from different shops, do things like this. But this was a lot of fun, and I think this is going to be really helpful for helping me keep on track. I hope seeing how I meal plan helps you guys. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed seeing something a little different from me today, and I will talk to you next time. Bye!